WD4OUM. What you listening for, Cliff?
N4LQ.
Well, stirred up a whole bunch there, didn't I? Good morning to everybody. I can't stay in here but a minute. I thought I'd jump in before I had to hit the road. Good morning to everybody. Heard I'll send it around one time, and then I need to, probably time it gets back around, I'll head out. Goes to LLR, and then YBC, and OUM, and then N4LQ. Go ahead, Dave. How'd the staple removal, or what? I think that's what you had yesterday. How'd that go? It's WB4NKL.
WB4NKL. WA4LLR. Good morning, Cliff and everybody else. We got about 55 degrees. Foggy and a little bit high cloud, looks like. Going up to high about 73, 74 today. And in anticipation of a chilly weekend. I was looking at the prediction Saturday 564 with a low of 37, Sunday 564 with a low of 38. So it's always about to hit. Well, the doctor's visit went good. They took all the staples out, and that was fun. And made some x-rays and twists and turned and aggravated the fool out of his leg. So I had a miserable night last night. It was wonderful. I guess wonderful is a relative term, but anyway, they couldn't find anything wrong, so I don't have to go back to a phone. But anyway, slowly but surely, I guess. Good to hear everybody this morning. Dave, down to you. K4YBC, WA4LLR.
WK4.
Okay, Dave, real fine. And good morning to you, Rick. You'll come right after Steve, I believe. I believe that'll be correct, Rick. And Dave, glad you got the staples out. And I think you said you had kind of a restless night there. I know how that is, man. I tell you what, these old store-bought knees, they can really hurt at night, especially when you're trying to sleep. Seems like they do fine during the day. One minute I lay down and try to get some sleep. They do their thing. Anyway, I got 57 degrees over here, cloudy, and I'm sure Rick's looking forward to the cool down. Good morning to you, cuz. WD4OUM, K4YBC. WD4OUM. Well, good morning, one and all. Oh, yeah, Cliff. Did you look at that there schematic that you found there last night? I don't know what I was doing. I didn't get your text about an hour later. Anyway, it started out, it was real clear and everything this morning. Now it's kind of cloudy. They say we got a little rain moving in tomorrow. I hope so. Anyway, we get what we get, I reckon. N4LQ, WD4OUM.
Good morning. Terry and the bunch, N4LQ. Well, I'd like to have some rain. We don't, according to the chart here, we got about an 8% chance. The 0 inches. Nothing until next weekend, and yeah, man, they're up to 70% next weekend. Hopefully it works. I'll stay a couple of rounds. Can't stay too long, but just wanted to drop in. I'm running the AF-67 this morning at 33 watts. So over to Rick, WK4R, N4LQ.
WK4. Good morning, everybody. No idea whose first one was. First person I heard was Dave, so. And because it looks like the sun's trying to come up over the hill, but it is cloudy, so we'll see who wins. Now, if it rains, my grass might grow, and I don't really want that to happen yet. I do need to cut it. I figure I have to cut it at least one more time, maybe two, and hopefully not into November like we have for the last couple of years. Man, anyway, not my favorite thing to do. Nobody told me who was first, other than I heard Dave, so I don't know if it goes to him or who. WK4.
WB4NKL. I jumped on my missed there first today. Rick, I don't like mowing that yard either. I might escape it this week. Hadn't had to mow so far. It's kind of dry here. We had rain all summer, and it just like you turned off the spigot and quit about a week and a half ago, I guess. And so we could use it. There's a lot of stuff going on this weekend. Festivals and stuff around here locally. Jonesboro Days. Jonesboro's having their storytelling, and Irwin's having their Apple Festival. So, if all that stuff's going on, it's a good chance that it will rain. So, those folks will just have to deal with it. I'm going to get out, head for breakfast, and then head on down to Spartanburg. So, Steve, see you in a little bit. About 3 or 4 hours, I guess. 73s, and try to catch everybody in the morning. Go ahead, Dave. WB4LLR, WB4NKL.
All right, well, WB4NKL, WA4LR. Today's the eating day for you. Breakfast. That's awesome. Well, I regret to say I'm not going to try to make the luncheon. That trip to Asheville about wore me out yesterday, so adding another hour on top of that is a little bit more than I want to do right now. It's about a 2-hour trip for me down there. So give everybody our regards, and I know you and Chuck and Steve and all the other guys will have a good time. And wish I was going to be there with you, but not quite up to it yet. Hopefully next month. So 7-3, you have a good one. And Dave, isn't that funny how that works with those store-bought parts? When you lay down, it seems like it's when they want to act up. Terry sounded good this morning. And Steve, the 33 watts out of the AF-67 sounds great. And Rick, I usually don't mind mowing at all, but since this hip's been giving me a fit, I've had to, for the last half of the summer, start paying somebody to mow my yard. I don't care much about that. So I'll be glad when this grass season's over. Hopefully next year I'll be able to get back and mowing. But that sure has added a monthly expense this year. Because I've got quite a bit to mow, and part of it's kind of steep. And the weed eating and so on and so forth. So that will definitely be a cost saving when the grass season's over. Let's see, Dave, I'm assuming you're on the mighty Elmac today. It sounds good. K4YBC, WA4LR.
WA4LR, K4YBC. Yeah, I'm on the little mighty Elmac, thanks to Steve's engineering abilities. Yeah, it's working great. And you guys have fun down in Spartanburg. And laying of them chicken livers. I think that's what's on the menu. Real fine. And Dave, I was going to tell you, I went back through all my junk, and lo and behold, I did find some 811 tubes. So I'm going to send some up to Jimmy, and unless you just, I think he needed, I think he just needed one, but I was going to send him 4, so he'd have some spares. I don't know, is that a 3-tube 811 amplifier or a 4-tube? I don't remember. But I've got some, and I'll send them up to him. WD4OUM, K4YBC.
K04SSY.
WD4OUM. Well, good morning, Rick. Good morning, Billy Bob. Billy Bob, you sound a lot better this morning than you did yesterday. So, there you go. And Uncle Dave, are you saying my twins sound better than the scratchy-wacky Elmac? Anyway, and Rick, for a year or so, on my readout on my receiver, you know that 3.885.9? Well, the 3, it starts out as a 2, and there for a long time, in about 10 minutes, it'd flip over to 3. Then it kept taking longer. Then it'd flop back and forth between a 2 and a 3. And now it just basically stays a 2. Every now and then it'll flip over to 3. Have you ever seen that? You got any idea what might cause that? Just curious. Oh well. Anyway, I did mow the yard yesterday. After I got off the radio, I walked outside. The ground was real wet and everything, big heavy dew. And I said, you know, instead of waiting till this evening and have all that weeds and dust and everything a-flying, I'm going to do like these commercial mowers do. I'm going to get right out here amongst this stuff. So I did. Got her mowed right up. But it was like mowing barbed wire. You walk out there this morning, and these sprigs of it where lawnmower just knocked it over, and it's sticking back up 7 or 8 inches. Oh well, got the biggest part of it. N4LQ, WD4OUM.
WD4OUM, N4LQ, and it was a nice round. I cut my grass yesterday because it was all uneven, and I had a lot of those spriglies sticking up, and yeah, they're kind of stiff. But the mower just, I don't know if the mower cuts them off or if they see the mower coming and just go back down the ground until I pass over. But I had planted grass. It's been 2 weeks and hasn't rained, so the seeds are laying there, and I'm afraid the mower probably sucked them up and blew them around into stripes. So if it ever does rain, I'll probably have a bunch of green stripes in the yard. That's ryegrass. That's what I did last winter, and that stuff came up, and I had grass all winter. I had to get out there in January and cut grass. Well, it's no big deal. I don't have that much to cut anyway. And so, Dave, I'm sorry you can't make it down to Spartanburg, but you can get a staple diet down there. I don't know. Yeah, nighttime is the worst time for us old folks. When it comes to trying to sleep, it seems like that's when things hurt. And I don't have any artificial parts in me yet, but I can just imagine. That wouldn't be much fun. And Terry, I guess you're using that Japanese equipment there, and it sounds okay, I guess. Not as good as an Elmac, but it sounds okay. So I'll hang around for one more round anyway. Go ahead, Rick. WK4R N4LQ.
WK4R. Well, y'all have fun in Spartanburg. I think I've only been twice ever to lunch down there. It's been a long time. Dave, I'm glad you got your staples out. I guess that would create a little pulling sensation you didn't like. I've never had staples yet that I can remember. And Terry, no, I don't know what's wrong with it. It's broke. That's the best I can tell you. Mine's acting fine. Don't give it any suggestions. And also, Terry, did you notice that Cuz found 4 811 tubes? Now, I'm betting he's been saving these as good ones. Sent you the bad ones. And now he's going to send Jimmy the good ones. Now, do you think I'm right or wrong? I'm just asking. Oh, Billy showed up, didn't he? KO4SSY, WK4. Then you give it to Cliff.
Alright. WK4R in the group, KO4SSY returner. Well, I don't know why it would sound any better, Terry. I'm on the same rig and everything looks the same, so I don't know. I don't care. If you can hear me and understand me, it can sound like a frickin' frying pan at this point, and I just don't give 2 flips. Because I'm getting ready to get gone. So there. I hope that makes you happy. Oh, and I'm sure Cliff's about getting ready to run off. I'm not going to hang around for a full run. I don't think I've got too much crap to do yet, and I don't know, I hadn't decided if I'm leaving sometime today or midnight tonight, but anyway, this will be the last call for me until probably I get back. At this point, I don't even know if I'm taking a radio to try to hook up. Just too much crap too fast and everything to do by myself. Anyway, WB4NKL, KO4SSY.
I believe Cliff is already headed out for the biscuits and gravy. KO4SSY and the group, W84LR. Separated Cliff. And Dave, good deal on finding the 811. I know I've got some. Ain't been able to get down to the basement yet. Big amount. Terry. The Yaesu sounds good, but not better than an Elmac. Nothing sounds better than an Elmac. Everybody knows that. Oh, Lordy. And, Steve, I know you're going to be glad to wrap around some of them chicken livers. Man, I wish you could taste some that my wife did. Get them things red just right, and then she wrapped a strip of bacon around them. Put them in the oven for a while. Oh, my goodness. Those things are really good. Well, she's yelling that she does not bread them. She does something to them. I don't know what she does, but they are sure good. And that bacon around, man, that is good stuff. Let's see here, Rick. Let's see. Terry mowed grass, Steve mowed grass. Rick's praying for a drought to continue so he won't have to. And Billy, I hope you have a good trip up there and get to enjoy the hunting, and hope and pray you don't come back with the screaming purple flu or whatever. Anyway, yep, I'd sure like to be heading down to Spartanburg this morning, but not going to do it. Not going to push it. So you guys will have to partake of the the bounty and the buffet and the livers without me today. So, Dave, what all else is going on down there in Lemoore? K4YBC,
WA4LLR, K4YBC. Okay, well, I think Rick lives in a different world down the road from me because I don't see no sun. All I see is clouds. Anyway, I looked out last night just before I went to bed. There's 2 deer out there in the front yard munching on my soya grass. Then they went across to my neighbor's yard. I think they live down here in a vacant lot. I see them here all the time, and they hang around the house quite a bit. Anyway, not much else going on here, so I'm going to go one more round, then I'll get out of here. And Terry, I hope you get your digital readout straightened out. You know, my FT1000 took a spell like that one time. Only mine, the display just went out completely. I mean, there was nothing on it, and I let it sit a couple of days, turned it back on, and it came back on. I haven't had any trouble with it since, so I don't know what kind of a situation that was, but the whole, everything on the dial just faded away, so went out completely, but it come back, and I haven't had any trouble with it since. So, knock on wood, I hope I don't have. Anyway, WD4OUM, K4YBC.
WD4OUM, well, it don't make no difference. I put a piece of duct tape over that. That's like that airbag warning light on my pimp mobile. You know, it comes on, blinks, and goes on, then stays on. So I checked in trying to get it replaced, and you know, $800-900 to get a light to go out's ridiculous when a roll of duct tape don't cost $2 or $3. So there. Anyway, and yes, Rick, I really wasn't going to comment on that because I'm sitting here hurt to the bone, big old crocodile tears running down both my cheeks and everything. You know, he sends me a couple of things that look like it come over on the Mayflower. Then, oh yeah, I've got 4 new old stock tubes here. I'll send to my buddy Jimmy. Oh yeah. That's all right, cuz. You see if I come to the next family reunion. So there you go. And Billy Bob, I take it all back. You sound just as bad today as you did yesterday. So there. Anyway. And is there anything I can do to, you know, help you pack, get your stuff ready to hit the road? I'd be glad to do it. So there you go. N4LQWD4OUM.
Victor Hotel.
Go ahead.
Good morning, gentlemen. Goodness gracious, I didn't expect to get it back this quick, but anyway, good morning, everybody. I'm on the rice box here this morning. I don't know how it sounds. Haven't got an idea in this world, but anyway, it's wiggling a bunch of meters anyway. So I know it's modulating. Anyway, good morning, everybody. And let me see. What did I don't know what to add to what Terry said. He's the only one I heard so far, and I don't know. I can't add anything to that. He pretty well summed up everything he started. So he's stirring the pot early here this morning. 67 degrees down here. That's more in if anybody cared to know about that. And we got clear skies for a change. And so anyway, Let me see. Who was that had it? I didn't even catch who had it. Who told me to go ahead? But anyway, whoever it was, go ahead and I'll pay attention. And somebody tell me who I'm supposed to send it to when I get through with it. So good morning, everybody. KK4VH.
I guess that was me. I messed everybody up in 4LQ. Al, you were supposed to go after Billy, but I thought you just said break or something, and I wasn't sure who it was or what it was. So hang in there. We'll put you in line, I guess, somewhere. I'm going to go ahead and check out, and got a carload of guys coming to head down south. So we'll see you all later. And yeah, my favorite, liver and chocolate cake. That's what I'm going to pig out on. And enjoy that, especially that chocolate cake. Boy, I tell you, those two go together like a hand and glove. 73, and we'll see you later. And over to Rick, WK4R, N4LQ.
Okay, Steve, y'all have fun. WK4. Well, because there's still no big ball of fire showing in the sky yet. Obviously, it's sun's out because it's daylight, I guess. But anyway, and Brother Dave, I am disappointed. As many times as I have been to Burnsville, as many times as I've been to your house and everybody else is over there, no, this is the first time I'm hearing about chicken livers. I can't believe it. Never been invited. Nobody ever told me. Nobody bragged on them or nothing. So I'll just leave it at that. KO4SSY. Now you promise you ain't coming back to what, the 25th or 26th? WK4.
WK4R and the group. Yes, Rick, I can promise you, unless something bends, breaks, or tears, I will not, absolutely will not be back until, yeah, let me look at the calendar, 6th. I will not be back no earlier than the 23rd, 24th. I'll be back one of those 2 days. Not quite sure which one yet. And Terry, I don't know why in the crap you gonna jump on me with that popcorn popping crap up there you're talking on this morning. Yeah. Anyway, we won't even go there. So, and I'm going to sit here and listen for a minute, but I am going to say good day. And I'm just going to go ahead and let you stay where he put you there the first time. Terry can give it to you, Al. And since he dropped out, that'll just kind of leave things the way they were, sort of. And good morning to you. It's been a few days. And we shall chat whenever. I don't know when that'll be. WA4LLR, KO4SSY, if ever. Good day.
All right. 7-3 to Steve. 7-3 to Billy. Good morning to you, Al. Let's see, Dave, I love them self-fiction radios. You just, when they do something funky, you turn them off and say, you sit there and think about what you've done and give them a few days, turn them back on, they work. That's my favorite kind right there. And Steve's going to have liver and chocolate cake, the ultimate combination. And Rick, my wife has not fixed chicken livers, and I don't know when. I just have fond memories of the times that she did, of times that she has. So I've not had them in a long time either, so I don't feel like a lone stranger. Billy going to be gone until the 23rd or 24th. Billy, have a good time and stay healthy, buddy. And Al, I guess we'll just
replace Steve in the list with you. So Terry can turn it to Al, and Al, you can turn it over to Rick. Let's see. Don't have a whole lot scheduled for today. A lot of stuff I wish I could be doing, but can't yet. So anyway, and Dave, I'm glad you found those 811s. If those don't work, then I'll dig one out for you too. So, K4YBC, WA4LL.
WA4LLR, K4YBC. I've moved up the band a little bit, but it's not too bad. Okay, real fine. Billy, have a great trip, my friend. Be safe. And I hope he don't come back with a crud and all that good stuff. So have a great time, my friend. And we'll see you on the 23rd or whatever. And not much else going on here, so I think I'll say 7-3s too. You guys go into Spartanburg, have a great time. And ooh, I do like chicken livers. It's been a while, but I do like them. And Rick, I do see a little bright spot right up above your shoulder there, on the back of your head there. The little bright spot looks like the sun might be trying to creep in there. So anyway, 7-3s, everybody. Have a good one. We'll see y'all tomorrow. WD4OUM K4YBC. And good morning, you Al. Sorry about that. You have a good one down there, Al. Go ahead, Terry, over.
Kaz, I don't blame you for cutting and running. Golly boom. WD4OUM. Well, good morning, Al. I'm glad somebody with a little bit of intelligence got in here this morning for me to talk to. So there. And Billy Bob, if you're still listening, I do hope you have a safe trip going out there and back. And I don't care where you come back with a bunch of crud or not. Just come back safe. Just be safe. And let me see here. Oh well, done forgot where I was going with this, but oh well. Oh yeah, Rick. You reckon, cuz I know good and well. You remember years ago, them old houses used to have a big long wire hanging down the ceiling with a big bright bulb on the end of it. Didn't have no fixture, no nothing. Just had a wire and a big old bright bulb. I bet you cuz has got one of them there hanging and right in the back of his radio. It'd be pouring down to rain at your house, and cuz says he sees a bright light. So I'm thinking that's what that is. Anyway, KK4VH, and you turn it to your buddy Rick. WD4OUM.
Okay, Terry, fine business. WD4OUM, KK4VH returning. Well, I don't know. There's still quite a few of them old lights hanging around, so you may have one. And you might have one of them heat lamp bulbs in it too, So that makes it even brighter on the spot it's shining on. Incandescent bulbs, they're getting rid of them, and boy, they're getting hard to find too. In other places they got plenty of them, but I stocked up on them a while back, but they are getting hard to find. I use these little bitty ones in here. I got a nightlight that burns in here all the time, and they're getting harder and harder to find. I think they're 20-watt ones, 15 or 20-watt bulb, but they got a very small thread on them. A little bit bigger than what you used to the Christmas tree bulbs used to be, the threads on these are a little bit bigger than them, a little bit larger in diameter. The thread's probably the same thread, but it's just larger diameter. Them bulbs are getting harder to find. But anyway, so is everything else. And I didn't know that there was a ham fest in Spartanburg. I guess it's the weekend. There's one down here, too, in Rock Hill, Saturday. So I guess everybody that goes to ham fest up there will be going to Spartanburg, I imagine. But anyway, that's the story here. And I'll stay one more round, and I got to get out of here because the wife, she's getting ready to go with it back. On the next go around. So, WK4, I had to pick it up. KK408.
Had to find my foot switch, but anyway. WK4. I could have swore Billy Bob said 25th, but anyway, I still hope if he don't come back, I ain't got nobody to pick on, so he better hurry up and get back, I reckon. Because I've been staring at that spot all morning, so you know. And mine ain't no light. I mean, it's through the window, so it ain't no light bulb. But Terry, I don't know. I mean, I know there was a time that he was seeing spots that I wouldn't, and we were looking the same direction. I think he might have had one of them bulbs on the end of a wire hanging down from the ceiling, but Janie took it out because she was afraid he'd catch on to her. I don't know. Would have to ask him and see. But anyway, I'm going to say 73 and get out because I'm getting powerful hungry. And I got to go find something to eat, so I think I smell it cooking maybe. If not, I might have to go cook it. Oh, I was just informed it ain't cooking yet, so I better get in there. Her leg was hurting her last night. But anyway, y'all have a good day. See you later. Billy, you still in there, or did he get out? It's either Billy or Dave. I don't know which. WK4R clear. 73.
I think Billy has done abdicated. WK4R. Good morning, Cheryl. 73. Have a good one. WA4LLR. Oh, let's see here. Light bulb hanging on a wire. First house my wife and I moved into when we got married had light bulbs hanging down from the ceiling on a twisted pair, cotton-covered wire, or some kind of cloth on them. Oh, man, that was an interesting old house. Enjoyed it, though. Really did. And Terry, have you heard anything from DB? I'm concerned about our old buddy at the goat farm. I wonder how he's getting along. They're carrying him on. And Rick, hope you have a good day. And sounds like you're about to be unsupervised, Al. Sounds like Barbara's taking off, and you're going to be left to your own devices. That'd be dangerous. I don't know. But looks like we're rapidly coming to the end of warm weather. This weekend highs in the 50s and lows in the 30s for us up here in the hills, and not a great chance of rain, 20% or something. So let's see. Dave's gone. So over to you, Terry. WD408.
WD4OUM. Well, no, Uncle Dave, I ain't talked to him since, I guess, last week. I was supposed to take him a guitar up there for him to work on, but I ain't got there yet. I was going to call him the other day, but something happened. I got into something else. But anyway, when I go up, I'll probably have to wake him up. But I might get up there tomorrow if he ain't busy. You know how he is. And now, they're not having a ham fest in Spartanburg. It's that bunch of old coots off 3715. They call her old friends. They all meet up the first Thursday of the month down there in Spartanburg and eat and chicken liver. I'd just soon have possum gizzards, possum dumplings or something. Phew, that. Oh, I can't stand liver. Not new. When I was in the service, they'd have liver. I forget what day of the week it was. I tried every way under the sun. I put ketchup on it. I put floor sweepings and everything on it, trying to get it down. I couldn't. And I knew good and well I wasn't going to get nothing until the next morning. So, there was a couple of things. Scallops, French toast. I just couldn't get that crap down. So I tried to do everything, you know, because I wasn't going to get nothing until the next meal. So there you go. But anyway, on down to you, Brother Al. KK4VH, WD4OUM.
Okay, Terry, real fine. KK4VH returning. I'm like you, I can't handle no liver either. I don't eat no gizzards, none of that stuff. I never liked it. My mother used to cook liver when I was a kid. And she put it on the table, you had to eat it. And I made a promise to myself, if I ever get away from home, I'll never put another piece of liver in my mouth. I don't care who cooked it, how they cooked it, and I have not done it since. Don't intend to. Liver's terrible. It smells up the house too when it's cooking, so it's double terrible. I can't handle it either, Terry, and I had to eat it when I was a kid. Oh, that's good for you. That's good for your blood. That's this, that's it. Yes. Okay. Well, I had to then, but boy, when it got to where I didn't have to no more, I sure haven't. That's for sure. So, anyway, okay. Well, I'm glad you clarified that. I thought maybe they were going to a ham fest down there, and I was thinking it'd be kind of stupid to rock Bill to have theirs at the same time one going on down there. But anyway, that explained the situation. I'm glad you straightened me out on them headlines, Terry. And as far as me being unsupervised, I'll be unsupervised until sometime late Sunday evening. So, man, ain't no telling what kind of trouble I can get into. Well, listen, I'm going to get out of here and get out there and visit with her a little bit before she leaves. They're getting ready to leave here. About 15 minutes, so I reckon I better quit flapping my two fingers and get out there and talk to her before she leaves. So you gentlemen take care, have a fine one. I enjoyed this one, and we'll do it again. Let's see, goes to Dave now, I guess. WA4LLR, and I hope you're healing well, Dave. You sound good coming down here about S9. I guess you're still on the barefoot rig there, wherever you settled up at. Take care, everybody. WA4LLR, KK4VH. We'll be off and clear with listening here for you. 7-3.
All right, Al, 7-3. KK4VH, WA4LLR. Yep, still on the barefoot TS2000. And, yeah, I'm healing. I'd like for it to be a little faster, but that's the way it goes. No more liver after I got out of the house. I hear you, brother. Oh, Lordy. and this is, I know most people will think I'm nuts, but I was pretty much that way about banana pudding. I know everybody likes banana pudding but me, but man, I tell you, that's my least favorite dessert on the planet. And it seemed like that's all we had when I was young and growing up. And I said, if I can get away from that, I'm not going there no more. Anyway, I guess I'll go ahead and sign out on this one too. And Terry, if you get up to DB, tell him I said howdy. I miss hearing him on. You guys have a good day. 7-3, God bless, and Lord willing, we'll look for you in the morning. Terry, we'll let you tie the ribbons on it, buddy. WD4OUM, WA4LLR.
Hey, Uncle Dave, before you go, you mentioned banana pudding. I got a good one for you on banana pudding. Used to go over at Morganton Ham Fest, and you know, after the Ham Fest, a bunch of us would go down there to that restaurant there. I forget that steakhouse. I can't remember the name of it. But anyway, they had some real good food. And they always had real good banana pudding. So I got my food all eat up and everything. I went up there and got me a great old big bowl of that there nanner pudding. And I come back and I had one of them big old spoons, and I got me a big old scoop of that and stuck it in my mouth. Oh man, that about locked my jaws. And my nephew sat there in front of me, and he said, "What in the world is wrong with you?" And I said, "This ain't quite banana pudding." He said, "What is it?" I said, "It's pineapple." Can you imagine expecting banana pudding get a big bite of tart pineapple in your mouth?
Yep, I've encountered that before. Can't remember who it was. Somebody used to make a banana pudding look alike that had pineapple in it. That's not my favorite either, though.
Yeah, now that was, lo and behold, after that, I didn't take big bites of banana pudding. I took a little taste to see what it was before I chowed in.
Anything that looks like that, I tend to stay away from because I figure it's banana pudding and I don't want it.
Yep, well, anyway, have a good one, Uncle Dave, and I hope you continue to get better and get some sleep at night. So 7-3s, WD4OUM.
7-3.